Okay, one of the best companies that ran from sub $1 to over current price is now $4, and it reached a high of 550 is KULR, Color Technology. I did a lot of research on this. There's lots of bullish thesis on it, lots of seeking alpha articles on it. So it's just nice to have. There's a lot of analysts that are looking into this, and it doesn't surprise me that this thing has made a big move up. So I'm going to go into the chart, and we're going to see how do we just throw a dart and try to get as precisely as possible to a buy area. Because you don't want to just randomly buy. Let's say it gets up to 460, it goes up to 5, and you just randomly buy. Well, if you bought the top, you're already down 26%, and that doesn't mean it can't keep going down. So, as you see, when I first initially say if you want to get in an uptrend early, the best way to do it is try to find the first initial uptrend where it hits the Keltner channel, which is this red band here. When price hits these Keltner channels, it will start sweeping your EMAs. You see how the EMA 5, 10, 20, and then this bottom is your 50. That's like your last line of support. That just means like we're starting to make an uptrend. All throughout here, you can see when the EMA 50 is the top, it's hard to get over it. Price gets close, it rejects. Price hits it, it rejects. And we've seen that for many times. Just like in this big scenario here, you remember way back in March 2024, we had massive volume. And this kind of remembers of this, do you really want to buy it way up in here when it hits this upper band just to go all the way back to the EMA 50 and you only get this little bounce here? So you could lose 50% of your value of your account right here. And yes, it made a nice decent pump here where you can make nice gain. That was almost a 45% pump. So the way I look to do this and way I'm thinking, obviously this is a stronger trend. This is big, massive candles, and this might not fall earlier. I'd love to play it on these first trends here. When it hits this ATR4, we come back to the 5 and the 10 for a bounce. And that's what gives you this candle here, making you 38% in a day. But guess what? It comes back and comes to the 10, and then it gets a little bounce, not too big. I personally like to play it one or two times, so I would have bought all these EMAs right here. I know it wouldn't have gave you like the most absolute, but a lot of times what I see happen is we hit the 10, we go up, right? You're at a 30% bounce. We hit the 10, and then we go up again. This time it decided to hit the 10, 20, and 50 all at once, and price can do that. That's the scary thing, right? My stop is always under the EMA 50. So if it's this tight, I don't mind buying KULR. So just, I know this is in the past, but just for future reference, I see some stocks that are doing this scenario just now that can do this kind of move up. Actually, I know this is not a company everyone wants to see, but for example, FFIE. You see this scenario where, okay, we're at this upper Keltner channel. Where am I looking to buy that bounce? That bounce is that 5 and the 10 area. That's where I'm looking to make that next leg up. Obviously, with good fundamentals, it makes it a whole lot easier, right? This company has way better fundamentals. I mean, it can't even compare it. This company hasn't even done an RS, okay? So that's the kind of companies I like to play for the bounce ideas. A company that hasn't done an RS, they have got, great analysts on them, seeking alphas on them and all that. So you can see right here, we come back up to this ATR4, we play the 5 and 10 again. We hit here, and we make a massive 64, actually way more than 64% right here at this EMA 10, making 189%. Guess what? We cool off again. You see the pattern I'm telling you guys? We hit the 10, and we make a 40% gain in a day. Who the heck would not sell 40% in a day? You literally bought it, and the next day you make 40%. Some people don't even come close to making 40% in years of trading. You invest in the S&P 500, you'll probably, I think, what is the average turn? 8% is high or something like that. You won't. Matter of fact is you just don't make those kind of gains. Obviously, this is higher risk than something that I told you about. But these are the kind of the gains this system is going to give you, right? You come up into this ATR4, you bounce at this 5, making a massive move here. You come back to the 5 and you bounce. You come back to the 5 and you bounce, and you see the staircase we're doing. So in my theory, I'm not saying, this is going to happen. We're coming close to the 5. I made a video before and saying, hey guys, please not buy this. This is getting over extreme. You see how price is way above this upper band? That's imbalance. That's the word I like to use, where price is not stable. So if price can do a couple things. One, it can consolidate. way up in here where they let the Keltner channel catch up to it, okay? So it can consolidate and price just not do much, or it could do this kind of pattern where it just goes down to the reversion of the mean right away. So we know price has to hit the EMAs. It's a guarantee. Look at any stock. I even do mathematic formulas where anything that don't touch the EMA 5 in 5 days is really long. 1 month for the 10, 2 months for the EMA 20. And that's how I use my trend reversal strategies. I wouldn't short this kind of company, but if I see a bigger cap doing this, I look to buy puts because I don't want to short and you get margin calls and all that dangerous things. And I would buy puts that shortest to the EMAs, not just because I'm bearish short term, but I'm bullish long term. And that's what I am with KULR. I am bullish mid to long term, but I'm bearish short term until I see a correction. So we're going back to the EMA 5. We knew that was going to happen. Every time we do that and go far away, price comes back to it. I promise you it's going to happen. Either the EMA comes to the price or the price comes to the EMA 5. This example is price come to EMA 5. So but as you can see, we've hit it many times. We hit it right here. We hit the EMA 5 right here on this candle here. I'll just use my cursor. We hit it right here, here, all throughout here multiple times. So in my scenario, when EMAs get touched a lot, we usually break to the next level. We've seen this scenario way back here. We were nice bullish trend here. It's a very beginning trend, but we decided to go all the way to the EMA 50 in a blink of an eye. It can do that. It very well can do that, but I know this 50 is going to be really strong support, or there's a good probability. And that's what trading is. There's no I knows, there's no this is going to happen. It's what is the probability of your trade? Your probability of buying KULR way up in here is not a good probability. Obviously, I could say that right in here and you'd be like, wow, you were an idiot. But price did at least come back to this EMA 5 here and gave you that bounce idea. So you would have to suffer if you bought way up in here. Not saying that you did, but if you did, you suffered a 30% drawdown. And then till price comes back up. But worst case scenario, what if price goes here? Because we got to have another plan. What if price just dumps down to the EMA 20? Well, you're down 55%. And that doesn't even mean that this is a bearish trend now. That just means this is due for a correction, right? We had this massive move. Do I see that happening really soon? Not really. I don't see that happening. Me personally, I'm looking to get in on this EMA 10. From the top here is a 40% drop. To come here from the current price would be another 21% drop. It looks like we are down 11% after hours. So looking at this after hours, we are at a 3.5 of the low here. So and that's really, so this EMA 10 is at 326. I don't think that's a very hard target. Obviously, though, guys, this EMA 10 is going to keep going up as time goes. So you could kind of look at it, well, the EMA was 306 on this day, and then it goes up 20 cents. So it might be 346 the next day. You see where I'm coming from? Price will come back to the EMA, or the EMA will go to the price. This isn't just a stagnant EMA where it just stays here and lets price, hey, okay, right at 326 is where I'm going to stay forever. No, because these are exponential moving averages. They move with the price. If we're in an uptrend, they go up every day. And so that's where you look for, I call the trampoline effect. When you jump on a trampoline, where do you want to get bounced? And these are your trampolines, okay? You want to jump up, and you want to have high confidence that this EMA 10 is going to hold you there. And that's what we're doing. But yeah, there's been situations, I'm not kidding. Like I said, fundamentals matter a lot. I think this is a great fundamental company compared to most pennies that I've seen, where, if you hit this upper ATR4 and it just goes all the way to the EMA 20, and I still make money there because I'm prepared for that. I have an averaging down where I say, okay, if we go to this 10, I'm buying KULR, but I'm also prepared if we go to this EMA 20. I'm prepared to average down, and I do usually double size. So let's say I put $1,000 right on the 10. All right, it goes to the 20. No big deal. I have 2,000 ready to be bought right here. And so then my average drastically drops, and then this 10 will go all the way, like almost halfway in this area where so it'll be like a 245 here. I might have a 270 average. And you see how that works. And you might ask, well, worst case scenario, what if we just drop all the way to the 50? Yes, that's going to suck. I'm not going to lie, but I still have faith that, I will buy one last time right in here. And if this just plummets all the way through, then it's whatever. I don't see this happen often, especially with a stronger company. This company never had an RS. It has lots of news, and you can even see right here they were doing this right here catches the game changing for me, right? Partners with U.S. Army for vibration tech. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, grief. Announces active collaboration with the U.S. Army. So that was 10 hours ago. And then they also have something with Bitcoin. A catalyst watch eyes on electric vehicle. Thursday. Webble height. I want to see where that. Yeah, they launches their Bitcoin treasury. The purchase of 217.18 Bitcoin. This is not your typical stock. Don't expect this stock to just go plummeting all the way down to the EMA 50. I just don't see that happening. If this stock is going down, it's because it's a healthy correction. All throughout here, this we say was a healthy correction. We can all agree that when price went up here and then came back down to hold support at the EMA 50 is fine. The algos can do what they want, but I promise you, algos are looking at this area and they're going to put orders here. So it's fine. We've already made massive money on this order right here. Right up in here, we hit the 10 and we made over 50%, right up in here in a day. Well, then we go down again and we hit the 10, we add here, and here. That was a hard scenario, but we still made massive money as we kept going up. And that's what I'm trying to say. Don't get scared of when a stock is red. Get scared when it starts pumping up big. You're right. We all know Warren Buffett. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but you buy when others are fearful. Okay, so when price dips and it meets you have a nice system. You can use mine if you want. There's plenty of systems out there. There's no perfect system, but you buy when others are fearful. You do the research on the company. I like this one, so that's the area I'm looking at. I don't want to ramble too much, guys. If you guys want to join the Discord, click the link down below into the YouTube comments below and in the description. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, see these alerts, see my videos, look what I'm looking at and all that. Click this link down below in YouTube comments and it'll say, would you like to join the premium Discord for my alerts and system? If you want to become an actual member, it is not going to cost you a lot. It's going to be literally cheaper than probably a Starbucks coffee. I'm not kidding, depending on the size you get. But if you hit day trade alerts here, it'll give you access to all my systems, day trades and swing trades for only $12 a month. The reason why I recommend this is because sometimes swing trades take time, guys. Sometimes you have to hold a day or a couple days, a week, and maybe a couple weeks. Usually the smaller cap stocks you don't hold as long because they usually just pump and dump. They pump in and you get out, and all that. But the day trade alerts, if you click this, will give you access to everything. If you just want swing trade alerts, it's only $6 a month. I recommend the day and swing trading plus. From the day trade alerts give you it's only $12 a month. But if you hit the server shop here, you can see the 2 memberships. And see how I price them. It's probably the most affordable Discord you ever catch. I've literally been in Discords that charge you over hundreds of dollars a month, and they give you just signals and be like, okay, I'm buying calls here, I'm buying this, I'm buying that, and there's literally no education at all why you're doing it. You have no analysis like of KULR. Why is KULR going down? Where is the algos looking to buy? Where is your next target and all that? And so when you do that, this gives you more of a theory of, okay, I understand what's happening. I understand, why this was alerted. I understand why this is a good trade. And you have more confidence, right? Obviously, you can never catch the bottom. So I have a nice accumulation strategy. What I told you right now is how I would do it. I go a little smaller size on the EMA 10, and I go bigger size if we tend to go down more. And that's really how I do it. Hit the day trade alerts. You'll get access to everything. If you subscribe on your computer, you'll avoid the iOS fee, and it's only $12 a month, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy trading. Let's make some money.